back and welcome back to an episode of Thames FC with your boy Dr. Ben GFM, and today Chelsea and Krasnodaaaaaar to come, but we sort of teased it last episode, didn't we? Is he here? Is he not? Well, let's find out. Two transfers since we last met then. Velasco, do you know what? We loved Velasco, didn't we? For a short time, he was very, very good. 4.8 million bought in, was here for 4 years during our Premier League campaign, came in at the very start of that, and a £9 million sale off to Brazil, the home of all Thames players, it seems, when they leave the club. So he's gone off, but Manuel Mackay has been brought in, and my dearie me, we have ourselves a player. The changing system, of course, if you missed yesterday's episode, do check it out. We've changed things around a little bit, and he's going to be a key component to that. 21 years of age, a Spanish under-21 international, will surely feature in the first team at some point, although I said that about Jimenez at one point, it never happened. 5'11", loves to hug the line, play out on that left-hand side with a delicious delivery. 18 crossing, 13 dribbling. The dribbling could be better, but his crossing is superb. Physically, a monster too. And so far, 2 games for Thames. Hasn't pulled up any trees, but a couple of substitute appearances for him. We'll hopefully see him start today. We will see him start today. So that's very exciting then. And as you can see from our recent results, hopefully you caught your eye on that a moment ago, since that dominant win against Oxford, a 3-0 win against Burnley, a 7-2 against Huddersfield, in which Ben Hur gets himself a hat-trick. The man is a magician and a machine, both of which. 30 goals in 25 appearances, 10 assists, and 8.09 for him so far this season, and he's truly back to full form. Can he beat his 42-goal record that he hit in the Championship a while ago, proving that you can still improve even at the tender age of 23. So hopefully we'll see more of him. An elite striker with a release clause. A little bit nervous about that, but if we have a good year this year, hopefully he'll stick with us for the remainder of his career. Then more recently, a 2-0 win against Derby at home. 4 home games in a row at the Riverbank. Very much enjoyed them. Today then, Chelsea in the Premier League as well as Krasnodaaaaaar. And if we take a look at the league table, you can see we lie second. 3 points behind Manchester City, but just 4 points behind Manchester United in 5th position, of course. Getting into those top 4 places is a must. It's funny, our top 4 right now is very different to what you would expect. Manchester City top it. Thames, West Ham and Southampton, with United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs and Liverpool down in 11th. The traditional top 6, certainly not the case this season, with it all to play for. Chelsea now, if they win this, they draw just 4 points behind us, and the gap again closes between ourselves and the teams chasing. So let's get into it without any further ado. Let's go off to Stamford Bridge. Not too far, is it? Just across London, so easy, really. We're still flying. We've got too much money, if anything. Speaking of balance, actually, 60 million in there, 23 remaining of the transfer budget. Of course, the window is slammed shut, and the club are projected to fail Premier League FFP player. What? Let's just hope that's not true. Let's just hope that's not seen that until now. Let's just hope. Let's ignore that. In fact, let's cover it up with something. Perfect. I've just submitted the team without doing the team. Well, we've made a mistake. Actually, it's not too bad. It's the team that we've been playing in a lot of games recently. I'll talk you through it while we're here. Rowney starts still. Plays really well when he plays. So there's no real desperate need to drop him, although Mackay can obviously come in on that side, Obrenick the other side. This team have actually been playing really well, as you've just seen. Calvo in goal then, Antonio, Ericsson, Insigne and Diallo create a back 4. Banner and Halloran, I'm annoyed about it actually. Halloran play in the centre, Herzog behind Ben Hur, Murphy one side, Rowney the other. We should be okay, of course. If we need to change it up, we can do. Frank's on the bench, Fiore's there, Mackay, and of course Obrenick. So let's get into this. Chelsea's team is solid without being superb, I guess is the phrase I would use. The tactic is still called the Libero Loving. I still love Liberos, they're just not in anymore. Okay then, here we go. Thames in the white, Chelsea in their traditional darker blue, and it's time to get involved. Who's this chap up front? I always like to have a little look at their striker. I like to see what we're working with defensively. All right, this guy. Okay, he's not a striker. He's Colombian, 27 years of age. He's incredibly well-rounded. One of the best technical midfielders I've ever seen on the game in this save. But he's not a striker. But he's playing as a striker today. Okay, good. If I could have put him anywhere, I'd have maybe put him there. This is where he scores 3, isn't it? Oh, God. No one warned me. Worth noting, 15 minutes in, we're attacking against a good side away from home. Standard. I've noticed early. They've got the ball, though, so we'll see what occurs. As Dion down this right-hand side. Well, Diallo's not even there. Ball played in. Antonio's nearly headed that into his own goal. What has just happened? All right. I mean, if we hadn't gone to standard there, probably would have scored it. Hopefully next week will be full of Europa League action, but obviously that sort of depends on us progressing in the competition. But that's the dream. Our first season in Europe, of course. Let's hope it goes well as Ben Hur, a man in form, tries to find Herzog. Ferreira's been picking up knocks all over the place. He's got a calf injury at the moment as that's played forward. And it's really a battle of the midfield right now. Banner and Halloran against their boys. And if they're going to be doing that from distance, then continue. There's a 4-degree drizzle out there. Unpleasant. All right, we've got some possession deep in our half. It's whether we can figure it out and get it forward. Murphy, of course, on loan from Arsenal. Still, like, he's got so much potential. If we do like a 10 years Thames in the future, I suspect he'll be one of the best midfielders around when it comes to it, as he knocks that forward towards Herzog, who gets in front of his man, played in, Ben-Hur, flicks to the back post, and Thames take a 1-0 lead. Half an hour gone, and our continual good form is continuing. Lovely stuff. Perfect way to have this first goal of the game occur as well. Nice to see Ben-Hur back on the score sheet once again. Herzog does terrifically well to get there, you've got to say. Ball played in is fantastic, and Ben-Hur, the composure to do that. Oh, the Thames fans go wild. We've got a lot of fans there away at Chelsea, blimey. There was a time when that many fans wouldn't turn up to our games, not even close. Corner for us, Herzog to play it in. Gomez heads it clear, but Hullen's there. What's he going to do with it? He goes back towards Ben-Hur inside the box. If he's tackled there, you never know. Oh, it's a penalty. I said it could always be a penalty in that situation. They've had the best of this game, by the way. Ben-Hur stepping up to make it 2-0 Thames after 41 minutes. A first half lead. Oh, for God's sake. I mean, if God was involved, he might have made the score that. Well, Ben-Hur gets the goal and then misses the penalty, as Ortiz might be called upon, as Calvo's picked up an injury. Is it hand-related? He's possibly suffered a broken finger. Well, he said he can carry on. I'm not so sure. A broken finger? Can I leave him out there with a broken finger? Tape his gloves. I'm going to get him off straight away. A broken finger. That's bad. If it was real life and the physio went, he's broke his finger, but he'll carry on, I'll go, carry on? No, he won't. Ortiz comes on and in the only change, we should be 2-0 up here. Chelsea have had 11 shots, 1 on target. I think they're just shooting from 50 yards every time, as they've got themselves a corner. Long shot by any chance? Moreno goes into the area. Gomez hits the bar and Ortiz claims. It's nice to have a good backup goalkeeper so you don't feel like you've got that much weaker. We're 55 minutes in and Rowney is having a quiet game. So Mackay, it's time for you to see the debut of Manuel Mackay. Here we go then. Will he produce the goods? I hope so. Murphy on the other side is not having a good game either. That's actually a highlight there. We're going to very quickly bring on Obranek. Please don't score, because that'll really ruin the moment. As Dion from distance, he's going to shoot. He does, but just wide. So 2 changes. The ones we talked about pre-game have now happened. Obranek and Mackay on. We've got Rowney and Murphy off. The next goal in this game is going to be key. The Chelsea are going to get back in this, or we will hopefully create a lead that will be uncatchable. As Banner finds Herzog. Ben-Hur out towards Mackay. The first time we get to see him on the ball. Plays the ball to Herzog. Ben-Hur, that is a lovely Thames goal. Herzog and Ferreira both do very similar things in that role. I absolutely love them. Dorfer is very similar too, to be honest. But this is the sort of goal I love to see. Ben-Hur dropping a little deeper, linking play up, getting Mackay involved, and then the runners. You can see Chelsea can't deal with that. Ben-Hur on his left foot, it's still. Second goal of the game. Should be a hat-trick, but it's not. 2-0 though, dangerous lead, viewers. Yes, that's what I've heard. Oh, don't. No, I was doing it sort of jokingly. For God's... look at that. Muniz Gomez has banged one in. They love a long shot, the Chelsea. They've had 8 in this game. Percentage-wise, they're always going to score 1. That is ridiculous. And annoying on every level. I was hoping we'd get ourselves a comfortable lead here, and then we'd just see ourselves comfortably into the Europa games. But I was going to make a change. I've gone against it, and we're sticking with things as they go. 30 seconds to go. It looks like we might have done enough. Chelsea don't. Please. I've just said it looks like we've done enough. Oh, God, Dion back post unmarked. That is a touch that you will not be proud of. And it looks then, there you are. We're still 3 points behind City, chasing them down. Next episode will be West Ham, as well as the second leg to the Krasnodaaaaaar game. But that's what I want to see, beating a top 6 rival in that. Really special. 2-1 away win. And who knows, when you don't start attacking and leave yourselves really open, you don't lose. It's a miracle. All right, Krasnodaaaaaar in a couple of days. I'll join you for it in just a moment. Is it Krasnodaaaaaar or Krasnodaaaaaar? I've got to say, I enjoy saying the latter more. All right, he's injured. Broken finger. They were right. 5 to 6 weeks out. Not ideal. Ortiz will come in, but you can see there, he's getting very good. So this is a bit of a disappointment. The worst bit is I sent Lazaro out on loan, didn't I? So he's not available. Couldn't register him anyway. So he's just, he's popped off. I've got no backup goalkeeper. He was gonna play on with that broken finger. That would have cost me the game. All right, Calvo's to step out. It allows Ferreira. Edison Jose not available for the Europa League, by the way. Didn't have enough spaces because we signed a left winger. All right, Ferreira's back to full fitness as well. He can probably feature in the Europa game, and I think we're going to play him. All right, then. Thames are in fine form and hopefully going to continue that right now in the Europa League, then. Ortiz, of course, will play in goal. Antonio Eriksson and Cini and Diallo, they are becoming a very formidable back four. The back five hopefully will do the job today. Banner and Hallam in the centre with Ferreira behind Ben-Hur. Mackay on that left-hand side. Obranek on the right. This was the team that were almost starting against Chelsea, who I hadn't clicked submit team without thinking. Here we go, then. Hopefully it'll go off to a good start. We're away from home, So I'm not going to start attacking. I need to do this more. I'm going to start off with quite a standard mentality. See how we're going in the game. If we're leading, then maybe we continue as we are. If we're behind, or maybe really dominating, we can push that forward. Of course, away goals, very important. First time they've mattered in this save. And Krasnodaaaaaar are playing that system. Not even a libero. Could have slipped one in there, but no. I mean, if we're winning 4-0, I'm going to bring Frank on, just to take the mick. All right, then we are in the blue. They are in the green. And camouflage, which is, I don't think, is that allowed? Corner. Obrnik plays it in. And it could be a counter-attack very, very quickly for Krasnodaaaaaar. I don't really know too much about them. I don't think they're that good. They're one of the teams that don't have a full 11 into the game, as I'm a little bit concerned about what's going on here, as they've nearly scored 5 minutes in. Like, Maximov is their best player, and I don't really rate him, if I'm honest. If I lose to a team who've got a player called Maximov, which sounds like a really bad video game character, I will not be impressed. All right, we're 25 minutes in, and they've got, excuse the shocked tone, but they've got an opportunity, which we've sort of allowed, actually, as they play it around very nicely. They've hit the bar. I'm going attacking. We've not really started. All right, 38 minutes gone here, and we have ourselves another highlight as it's fired forward. I'm always nervous in these situations. Right, Ortiz. Now, there's not a really obvious pass on. Where are you going? There's not really a really obvious pass on, as he kind of gives it away. We get a little bit fortunate. Ben-Hur now racing at their back line, just goes for goal. That's the best chance we've had. Ferreira is having a disappointing game. Herzog is thinking, why have I been dropped again? We've been winning when I've been playing. It's a valid point. I might even make that switch at half-time, you know. All right, then the switch is going to be made, I think. Yeah, Herzog comes on Ferreira. We'll change nothing more. All right, we need this away goal. It's pivotal. If we're going to go into next week looking positive and hopeful of progressing through, we're going to have a goal right now. And Herzog, first time we've seen him on the ball. Him and Ben-Hur have been creating quite the bond between them as Mackay on that left-hand side looks to get involved. Can he get his first assist for Thames? It's fired in. Out to Obrnik, who's got goal-scoring boots. And there we go. 1-0, the away goal. The goalkeeper's name is very similar to my friend Proudy, who I know is a terrible goalkeeper. So, logically, they shouldn't ever be saving shots. And this was a good example of that. The 3D replay. See here, Mackay. Is this an intentional cross? I mean, it's not a bad position to put it. As Obrnik here, you can see, smashes it. Maybe a couple of deflections, but the goalkeeping is Proudy-esque. I'm aware that not all of you will know who Proudy is, and just be pleased with that. Sorry, did I just notice there that it's -7? -7? No wonder we're struggling. It is minus. I mean, I hope we're wearing gloves. Ben-Hur, left-hand side, racing into the area, pulls it back, doesn't quite get there. Mackay heads down, back on it. Obrnik for 2. That's not where we're... Cross coming in, hopefully. Diallo plays it there. Doesn't quite reach where it's supposed to go. Mackay back on it. I mean, that switch is a little bit wayward. The passing right now, not the best. But then again, we are freezing. Hello, him into Banner. No wonder we just run around, boys. Please stay warm, for heaven's sake. All right, chance potentially as Obrnik on this right-hand side receives the ball. Ben-Hur's waiting for it. Mackay at the back post gets the goal. The wingers combine. And in -7, Thames take a 2-0 lead. I think it was -7. If it was just 7, this is now underwhelming. Now that a breezy -7. A breezy minus. It's -7 already, and then it's breezy. Deary me. I mean, I feel cold just sitting here now. There's no way. Maximov has scored. Maximov. I'm pretty sure the Power Rangers dealt with him in '97. Maximov. I'm just not having that. Well, it's 2-1. We've conceded, haven't we? I was hoping we'd press home our advantage, keep a clean sheet, everyone would be loving life, but that's not the case. Well, maybe we'll get a third here as Obrnik, races past a couple. Ben-Hur, I mean, you expect that to go in. That is the most surprising aspect of this game, is that Ben-Hur yet to score, and actually isn't playing that well. All right, maybe he's cold. He's Brazilian, for heaven's sake. We'll get Fiore on. He's Argentinian, they love it. And here he is on the ball, proving that he loves the cold. Oh, Banner's got a bit of an injury and is struggling. Now, sadly, we don't have a massive amount of central midfielders to bring on, but Frank can run around. All right, Frank should actually be quite a good central midfielder. Now Obrnik's struggling. They're so cold. Mackay's got the overlap if he wants it. Plays the ball first time to Herzog, though, and it should and could be 3, but it's not. All right, final chance maybe to wrap this episode up. There's Frank playing this unfamiliar central midfield role, but with what is it, 17 passes he's got, that's not too bad. Falls to Diallo now, finds Mackay for... I mean, the keeper's done well. Can't be Proudy. I mean, that's what we can only assume. And there we are then, full time, Thames 2, Krasnodaaaaaar 1. I don't know what's happened. But a good performance and a good episode. A couple of wins for you. That sets us up nicely for next week. Hopefully you're looking forward to it. I am. It's going to be the second leg against Krasnodaaaaaar, as well as West Ham, who are third, remember, as well as that FA Cup quarter-final draw. So it's all kicking off, viewers, and hopefully you'll join me for it, as injuries there. 2 days for Obrnik and 2 days for Banner, of course. Okay, well, I'll see you soon for more with Love With Care from me. Until next time, goodbye.